Hello everyone, here we are back on the Completionist farm. Today's episode should include a house upgrade and a beautiful marriage to Leah. And luckily, because she is an artist, she can sculpt my cruelty into something beautiful. And then leave it behind when I divorce her for the next wife. Anyways, before we get to all that, we've got a few things to do, starting with the mail. Johnson, how are you doing? I've enclosed some instructions on how to make one of my favorite fish recipes, Linus. Linus gives me a recipe for fish tacos, which is kind of surprising because I didn't know he had anything at all. That's probably up there on his most valuable possessions. My apple trees finally start ready to producing apples, one of which I need for the community center. The cow of course needs some love. No eggs from this slacker today. And since it's about the middle of the month, it is blackberry season, so I'm going to collect some of these while I'm doing my running around, as well as that cute little mushroom in the corner. I'm going to work my way all the way around to the carpenter shop today to hopefully get my house upgrade started. I should have enough money. Yes, I have over 30,000 gold. I just need the required wood and rocks. I am going to try and pass a little more time in this episode. Normally I do about 3 days for these, but the middle of the months gets so repetitive and boring that I'm going to cut most of that out and just show you the exciting parts. Or maybe more exciting parts is a more appropriate term. Alright, so stopping in at the town ginger, we will see about upgrading our house. 10,000 gold, 450 wood. Do I have that? Yep, there we go. I believe it's 3 days. Yes it is, and my new house will be done, at which point I will enslave Leah. The best part of this is I can still be mean to Leah and still get my completionist thing accomplished. I am also going to start to get my axe upgraded today, simply because I need to start upgrading some of my tools eventually, and I happen to have the gold bars, so there's that. That costs 10,000 gold. Here is my soon-to-be bride now, out for a late evening walk apparently. Hi Leah, it's so nice to live by the river. Enjoy it while you can, pretty soon you'll be trapped on a farm. I fall asleep to the soothing sound of water every night. Yeah, I'd enjoy that while it lasts. Anyways, we're on the way to the saloon to try and give a few gifts to Shane and whoever else I feel like giving gifts to. I can't remember if Shane likes the blackberries, he does like the salmon berries, so I assume it's the same. Every day is the same. Stocking those horrible shelves, going to the saloon, tossing and turning all night. I feel like I should give you a poisonous mushroom right now and just get it over with, but here's a berry anyway. This is great, thanks. See, he's all better. All it takes is blackberries. I am going to talk to Pam while I'm here. She's up to 8 hearts. I can't give her any gifts, but the talking to her makes her feel a little better. Hey kid, you're too young to be moping around in a place like this. Hey Pam, you're too old to be a drunk bus driver. Alright, so I spent the remainder of my boring day just clearing some stuff in my field. There's what I collected for the day, nothing too exciting, a little bit of foraging experience if anything. Okay, that's going to conclude whatever day this is. I did actually manage to make over 1,000 gold due to foraging, that's because I sold pretty much everything I found. There's the breakdown. I wake up this morning to find Robin hammering on the side of my house at 6 AM because she doesn't care if I'm trying to sleep. Some of my corn is ready today, so I will pick all of that. While I'm at it, I'm going to buy the bigger backpack today because the store is open and I have the money for it. I am just going to sell this corn, not going to bother to keep it. Hey Robin, could you keep it down? Be patient, I still have a lot of work to do. Well, you're not kidding. If all you do is hammer the side of the house, it's going to take you a long time to do a full renovation. On my way to the store, I just hoed up a strange doll, so I'm going to drop that at the museum while I'm on my way, because if I don't do things right away, I forget about them fairly quickly. Here's Maru out for a walk. In other parts of the world, it's spring right now. Imagine that. I'd rather not. Spring just reminds me of parsnips, and I hate parsnips. Howdy neighbors, my goats are really hankering for a corn. I can't find any myself. Help. Help? Marnie. 150 gold for a corn. I sold all mine this morning. I think there's still some in my bin though. And Marnie, not to be a stickler, but there is a spelling mistake right there, and I just can't ignore that. Anyways, back to what I was doing, 10,000 gold, one bigger backpack. I'm gonna head down to the mines today, so that will come in handy. One more donation, strange doll, done. And one oak resin for the enchanter bundle from the tapper on the tree. And as I said, I'm gonna be spending some time in the mines today, mostly around floors 40 through 60 where there's lots of iron because I need more iron to upgrade my tools. Alright, so it's 10:20 PM. I'm done with the mines for the day. I found 45 iron ore, which was my main quest objective there overall. Everything else here is what I found. Not sure where I found the ghost fish, but apparently it ended up in my possession. Robin is definitely a bit of a workaholic. She's still here today, going on hour 16. Another day done. Already touched my dog today, off to bed. 2,000 gold today, largely from farming all that corn, plus the mining, blah blah blah, easy money. Friday today, everyone's favorite day of the week, and another early morning for Robin. There's a melon jelly. I guess I put a melon in there a while back. I'm going to use a blackberry to turn into jelly for the community center because it's a low quality jelly. Definitely have a few of the crops ready today. Grapes apparently are done, and then whatever that is over on the left. Let's take a look. That is eggplant. And then yams. I really don't actually know what a lot of this stuff is because I never really deal with it. I usually only do the really valuable high-end crops. Since it is Friday, we're going to visit the traveling cart, see if there's anything useful to buy there, despite my lack of money these days. And Marnie is after a corn, presumably because Mary Lewis is busy today. Here you are, Marnie, 1 corn as you wanted. Hey, you saw the ad I posted. It looks perfect. Here's a little something for your trouble. Deliver 150 gold for 1 stupid corn. While I'm here, I am going to buy 10 hay because that's a community center bundle. That combined with some apples and some wheat or something that I believe I have will do a whole bundle, so I'm going to accomplish that today. Okay, turns out I don't have enough of the wheat. I only have 3 in my entire possession, so I definitely screwed that up. Not a big deal. I do have a few of the fall crops bundles, so those go in. Just waiting on a pumpkin there. Should be done in the next few days. Looks like Alex is having a busy day. I'm going to do 200 sit-ups tonight. I'm pretty dedicated, aren't I? Yep, you're clearly going places in life. 200 sit-ups a day makes you a very successful person. Combine that with standing there throwing a football in the air all day and you really got something. Okay, so today I've taken the time to make myself a nice stone path to all the exits of my farm because I'm really getting annoyed with having stuff block the way. So just a simple ugly path will keep me moving fairly efficiently. Now that that exciting task is over, time for bed. Tomorrow should be some changes. My house should be done. Same with my new tool. My axe, I believe, is what I was getting upgraded. Just about 3,000 gold for the day. And by happy coincidence, my house is done today on the day that it's raining. That way I can get the mermaid pendant and get engaged. And I even have over 5,000 gold to do it. Marnie's here for some reason. Marnie, go away. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Which is something Marnie says surprisingly a lot. I came by to ask you a favor since you're such a kind neighbor. You see, I'm trying to train my goats to say hello, but they simply won't pay attention to me unless I have their favorite treat, cave carrots. Marnie, you really need to make better use of your time. So, since I'm scared of the mines, I thought, well, maybe you could bring me a cave carrot when you have a chance. Yesterday she needed a corn, today she needs a cave carrot. I can't help but notice she needs a lot of things, and they all tend to have the same kind of shape to them. There's no pressure, but if you want to, just swing by my house between 9 and 5 with a cave carrot, and you'll make an old girl very happy. Bye. Marnie, if you want, I can just set up like a schedule of bringing you things like carrots, cucumbers, whatever you want. And Marnie's even kind enough to give me a recipe. Not gonna bother to read that. Pale broth. Okay, now to collect myself. Cranberries are done. We'll get a harvest of those. I think that is the first harvest of cranberries we've had so far. So these will go in the bin, make me a whole bunch of money. Looks like we have an event going on as I enter Marnie's shop. Oh, you brought the cave carrot. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. Yeah, by the way, I've never seen a goat near your farm. And why did it have to be extra large? This looks great. I almost want to eat it myself. Marnie, you're pretty weird. Can I go now? I've got stuff to do. Hope it wasn't too much trouble. I really do appreciate it. Okay, that's that. And now to pick up my fancy gold axe. That's not really going to have a huge effect on my farm, but it will chop hardwood faster, and I'm going to process my remaining geodes. Not a lot here, but I'm going to get that out of the way. Out of those geodes, I got I think 3 things I can donate to the museum, so that's a step in the right direction. Have to unlock the sewers pretty soon at this rate. Okay, now to make a purchase on this shady character. 5,000 gold, mermaid's pendant, now I can get married. Leah is at home. See what she has to say. Maybe I should cook something new and exciting today. Something spicy. Maybe you should. I don't know. Nothing else to say? Okay, let's get married. Exclamation marks. I accept. I'll set everything up. 3 days. Weddings happen so fast here. We really don't actually know each other that well, and then a wedding in just 3 short days. So for what's probably going to be the rest of this day, I'm simply going to try out my new fancy gold axe and chop some wood and hardwood and clear some of my overgrown field. Alright, that concludes another day. For a total earnings of 22,256 gold, mostly in the farming, obviously in the cranberries, a little bit from other stuff. A chicken statue worth 50 gold. Today is Sunday, the first day of the week. That means new recipe. Don't want to forget that. If you do, Wednesday is your next chance to get it. Trout soup. That sounds terrible. Probably won't ever make that. And because it's Sunday, that also means the start of the gift giving. One single cranberry ready and a couple of the flowers, fairy rose, so those are pretty valuable. Along with my ancient fruit. So, gonna sell the fairy flowers for now and the cranberries. Gonna hold on to the ancient fruit, probably turn them into more seeds at a later date. Just don't really need the money right now, so... The traveling merchant today does have a cherry. I'm pretty sure I need one of those for the community center in the something or other bundle. Okay, it's a good thing I checked because I already donated a cherry there, so that would have been a waste of money. I am also going to get my pick upgraded today because that just means faster mining. 5,000 gold, 5 iron bars. On my way to see my good buddy Linus, we have a wild plum and a pine tar. That's the first one that's produced. I needed that for something, can't remember what. It will come to me shortly. I think I'm going to give Linus his hazelnut actually. Found it right outside his tent where he could have easily walked up and grabbed it, but that's going to be for him, as soon as I find him. Here he is, being all weird up here in this area. There's nothing quite like a feast of wild mushrooms in the fall. I hope you know the red ones are quite poisonous. Here's a hazelnut. This is a great gift, thank you. And while I'm at it today, gonna throw that blackberry jelly into here because it's pretty well useless. Here's Pam now, on her way to the evening shift at the saloon. Since I am feeling a little bit rich these days, she is gonna get a beer. Not that she needs it, I'm really just enabling her. Hey, now this is really something. Thanks a million, kid. Pam seems out of it. Better leave her alone right now. Yep, that did the trick. Alex is currently admiring his spacious dog pen of his clearly very loved dog. Hey, the gridball game is on today. That's nice. Do you even have a TV? Sundays are pretty awesome in the fall. I'm sure every day's awesome when you don't work. You know what? Since I do see Marnie a lot these days and she is already up to 3 hearts, I'm gonna try and befriend her too. Don't know what she likes. Hey there, it's good to see ya. I have a feeling she says that to every guy she sees. Feel free to visit us anytime you please. She also says that to every guy she sees. I feel like it's fitting that I also buy her a beer. Here you are, 1 beer. Thank you. That's it? No response? Sigh, I wasn't very productive today. And to celebrate that lack of production, here you are spending money and killing your health. Good work, Marnie. Pam is now up to 9 hearts, Marnie's up to 4. Haven't found Shane yet today. Despite being drunk, he's not yet at the saloon. Not going to bother to find him today, I've got other stuff to do. Okay, so that concludes another boring mid-fall day. Made 2,309 gold, mostly in the fairy roses. Those go really well in a greenhouse, by the way, along with some bee houses. Now, I'm not really even sure what to do with myself on this day because I don't have my pick for mining. I can harvest whatever I have in my field. Other than that, I am pretty limited for options, so I'll probably just spend it fishing. I do have some pumpkins that are complete, so those will go to the community center and that will finish the fall crops bundle, and I'll get some kind of amazing reward for that. Before I do too much of anything, Linus needs his breakfast. I've explored deep into the caves. Good for you, Linus. And this pumpkin completes the bundle. And the reward is a bee house. Now I kinda wish I had kept those fairy roses around, they would have made valuable honey. But regardless of that, I will still get good quality honey and it will be worth money, so I don't really care. Before I get carried away fishing, I'm going to buy a few more lures because I'm probably going to go through a few today. And I'm going to use a treasure hunter, of course, because I hopefully want to find some treasure. 8 o'clock and I'm done fishing for the day. Gonna head to this saloon to give a bunch of gifts to a bunch of people who don't deserve them. If you're wondering what kind of fish I caught today, there's the breakdown of them kind of scattered around everywhere. Both Shane and Pam are here tonight, so that works out. They both get a beer. Here you go, Pam, your favorite thing ever. And 1 beer for you to help you forget your miserable existence. How'd you know this is my favorite? Because you're always drunk, idiot. Hey, sorry if I came off as rude when we first met. A little heavy drinking usually takes the edge off that anyway. And we'll see if the fishing made me any money today. The farming made 2,800 gold, the fishing almost 3,000, for a total of almost 6,000. Oh, and it's the wedding day, I almost forgot. When Johnson first arrived in Pelican Town, no one knew if he'd fit in with our community. Thanks for believing in me right from the beginning. But from this day forward, Johnson is going to be as much a part of this town as any of us. Why? Because I'm suddenly marrying someone? It is my great honor on this day, 16th of fall, to unite Johnson and Leah in the bonds of marriage. Which is bad news for her. Well, let's get right to it. That's right, we all have places to be. Johnson, Leah, as the mayor of Pelican Town, regional bearer of the blah blah blah, pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss. Did it really take 3 days to set this up? There's 4 things of flowers and a simple archway that looks like it was bought from IKEA. I could probably put this thing together in 20 minutes. Life is going to be different from now on, but the future looks bright. Not for my wife, it doesn't. Now go feed the animals. Hi Leah, I got up early and fed all the farm animals. Oh, she actually did. How about that? Now if you could do that every day, we'd probably actually get along not bad. I also filled Yogi's water bowl. Well, I wouldn't get too carried away with that. I don't do that very often myself. If I ever have. Anyways, I think that's about going to do it for this episode, now that I finally have a wife hanging around. More videos to come in the following days, and like I've been saying, probably next weekend sort of thing, I'm going to start on a few other games, try those out, see how that goes, blah blah blah. Thanks for watching.